They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Fires downfield. And that is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He might want another play. From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. At the 35, he's open. Racing to the right. The 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougars. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the quick grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the Hog Mamas. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his back in the middle. Right down the ball. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Got the first down and more. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another first down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. BYU with the 1st and 10. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. With the catch, it's Barney. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Going for it all. He caught it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Under fire. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising. rushing at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls it in. It's Lane. There he goes. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That's reeled in. It's Bachmeier.
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
To the air, it's Dampier. They'll run the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Trying to pound it in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here.
Touchdown, BYU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Snapped it in the shotgun. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. So that drive covered 40 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, they lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the air, it's Sorsby. Grab near the sticks, it's Brown. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. To the air, it's Sorsby. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. See them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Dampier. That's caught. It's Barney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Milner. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Trying to pull his way in.
Hey, man, this game is fucking shitty, dog. I'm done with this shit after this game, dog. There is no fucking way, dog. This goddamn placing the ball with shit, man. This game is fucking... I'm done with this shit. This game, this team, I'm deleting this shit after this game. This shit is wild, dog. There's no fucking way he makes those throws and my guys can't react to the fucking ball. This is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. Never seen no shit like this.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly.
Like, look at this shit, man. Like, this the fucking second time niggas running back. Now, I fucking ran the man cornerback and can't fucking throw the ball. Can't fucking deliver. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. This game fucking shit. I'm tired of this shit. Man, this shit.
The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back.
Fucking imaginary tackle, man.
Ready to send out this offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think that if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys won it at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Platt. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense.
Yo, I promise, I'm about to damn garbage this damn game, dog. I promise you, dog. Look at this shit, man.
Right away makes the decision, but maybe his
you can't make this shit up, man.
The pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Back open in the middle. That'll be enough.
Yep.
First down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, it is such a weapon to have running backs that can not only run the football, but can catch it as well. A nice
touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. This time he's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a
turning it on. And he'll be right.
You got that bullshit, man.
These guys are piling
You got
up
that bullshit,
some
man.
serious yardage total.
Everything's a fucking cross. These guys can't fucking cover it. Like, you know the shit coming.
Seeing things really,
Still
really
can't
well.
cover the
That
shit.
pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Offense gets set for second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Oh, better look out!
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the back. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there, you could tell he takes advantage.
He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jeff. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Finds his man. It's Bean. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. BYU right back to the line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. And the Cougars have their offense in high gear. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown!
Man, that's a good fucking throw, man. But my goddamn cornerbacks are fucking horrible, dog. Seen that shit coming a mile away. Good fucking throw. Goddamn good thing. Fuck.
The ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's got great speed. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Dampier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got him downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's got an open man, and he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougars.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They move on top here in the fourth. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Using his legs to buy some time. He's past the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And the deep shot is complete.
You got that fucking throw down to the damn T, dog. You got that shit there to the side, man. How long took you to get that shit there? God damn, dog. It's the same damn throw, and we can't stop that shit at all.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Bean. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
A great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Wants to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it and still on his feet. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Back to pass, it's Dampier. Touchdown,
Get the fuck off the fucking field. God damn it.
And that they did on that possession.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll start this drive going to the air. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Got his man quickly. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. This time on target. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
on the move. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Grab near the marker. It's Milner. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, this defense is going to have to do a better job at communicating. That guy was just way too wide open. In a 2-minute situation, you have got to make it way more difficult on the quarterback.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Man, good fucking game, Homer. Shit, good game.
Get the first down.
We always play a pretty decent game.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.